just afternoon. It's a wild day. I'm going to have to be careful of the trees. Look at that. Look at the size of that tree. It's huge. That is a big old tree. It's damning that. The waterfall's not actually too full. I'll see if I can get you a better view now that these are dropping. I'll have to go around this side. I don't want to go in the garden. Let's have a look. Can we see better? I'll be naughty and I'll sneak on here. No. Fluff, how are you doing? Could I have a little look up this little speck that creates that waterfall? Have you seen the size of this tree? Look, it's huge. That is a big old tree. There's actually two trees stuck in there. So there's the side of the waterfall. It all runs on bedrock. Right, let's get in this wood. Kirsty, you all right? It's a bit wild, so I apologise about any wind. I'll keep you out of it as much as I can. I'll see if I can take you along this little beck. We'll go down this side first. This side's really boggy. It's very soft under your feet. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got a tree going. That one's going to drop too. Jason, how are you doing? I really want to have a look in that hole. Really want to look. There you've got a mini kettle. As we get further across the main river, you'll see how big they get. Balio, how you doing? Sorry if I've missed anybody. So the water creates little whirlpools and it just rubs the rock away because it's all sandstone and soft stone. It makes beautiful patterns in it. How you doing, Balio? Headshot, how you doing? And I want to have a look on this side as well. But I'm going to see if I can take you up this side. Maybe. Might go over the top. Jonathan, how you doing? Red Dirt, how are you? Nice to see you. We've got a little waterfall bit at the back there. See there? And I want to have a look in the base of that as well. Yeah, anyone in Florida, I think South Carolina as well. Hopefully it's not too bad. Look at the bark on that, isn't that weird? Right, over the top. Crunchy leaves. I've not been up here, so I don't know what actually is down here. Ooh, I can get down to it. Well, I never. I can get down. How are you, Jonathan? I can't get into the bottom to show you. Hey, Wood, how you doing? Again, we've got trees in the bottom of here. Who's been collecting and bringing apples? Is there a camera somewhere? Someone I would say has put them out for the birds. But I have found pagan type rituals. Dee, how you doing? There you go, you got a spanner. So I wonder if it's to do with any of that. Back in the day, this stream was huge. I'm not sure what this bank's like, so I'm trying to stay away from it. And it's up over the top, actually, up there that I found spring equinox. Someone had been tying flowers to the vine type plants. Hey Deej, thanks for coming in. So it's all on bedrock. You've actually got another little fall up there. Someone's tried damming it, look. They got some rocks across it. Let's have a look. Be careful, Shazza. Black stone, it's iffy, slippy stone. And unlike SB, I've not got my wellies. I wouldn't mind having a look in that sand either that's gathered there. And in the bottom of this pool as well. We've got lots of shinies in here. Lots of shinies. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. Shinies all the way through it. Ooh, what's that one? That looks like silver. Look at all the black sand in there. Jamie, you alright? MT, how you doing? Ooh, I can get across the other side, I think. Maybe. It depends how slippery this stone is. See, we've got more collection on there. The waterfall starts there and it bends all the way around. You've got a fairly deep pool there. Jamie, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Do I want to step over that? That is the question. Let's see. Ooh. It's not actually wide. I'm just looking at this side, whether I'm going to fall straight back in it. Ooh, I'm over. That oak is bending way too much. Ooh, got a nice little sandbag there. See that bit, Ralph, if you're in? The water's coming around the corner and it's dropping a pile of sediment just there. We've got another sandbank there that's been formed. Ooh, Sheena. Sheena Dale. Pixie, how you doing, Pixie? Got your spanner. If I've missed anyone, shout at me. I'm terrible. Nits, how you doing? Right, let's have a look at this. I shouldn't have crossed over. Right, we're going back. This bank is iffy, whereas that's more level, but at least I can get a look at it. It's washing it all out. Right. Over the falls we go. But there, someone's dammed it. See along that bit with my pointy finger. Pixies are lush. Right, we'll go back over. Possibly didn't think this through, but you know. Ooh, that was the wrong bit. I nearly went in. That's the danger of leaves. Oh my God, that was close. We've got another sandbank there. Oh my God, that was close. That's not a rock, it's just leaves into the water. Damn it. Oh my God. Right, are you safe? Oh. Right, get your feet right, Shazit. God damn it, I'm going to go in. No, I'm not. Happy days, that was close. No cars in here, Jamie, but there might be when we come out. This looks like it's been walled. Maybe to hold it back. Ooh, big shiny. See that big shiny just there? Buggy bit. Not far. Not sure how far I can get, but we'll have a look. Ducking and diving through trees and bugs. I'm watching trees. I'm not actually sure where this originates, that's why I was wanting to come up. Ooh, watch your feet, Shazit. Ooh, it bends right round. Angela, how you doing? Ooh, we've got another little waterfall. Well, this is pretty. It's all the way through. See how that bank's starting to wash out. The cone, how you doing? Angela, that baked macaroni cheese looks stunning. Hold on to trees, Shazit. You know it makes sense. Unless they're rotten. And then I'm in trouble. Right. Now I need to cock my leg over that. Deej. We've got a little pretty waterfall here. Ben, how you doing? Right, so I'll cock my leg over this tree. Don't slip, Shazit. And we've had a buzzard eating a pigeon on it. Oh, the branch just came down. Back crazy, how you doing? That's unusual, what's that? I need a stick. Speak of the devil. Happy days. Well, it's not more much of a stick, it's more of a tree. It's like 8 foot tall. But I'm interested in that. Looks like a quartz deposit, but it's red as well. This is what I get myself in trouble all the time. I think it's actually the bedrock. I don't think it's a stone. Is it? Ooh, get your stick in. No. Ooh. It's stone. And I want to have a look in that pool as well. Right. I can't really get lost in here, can I? Well, I can. It's me. All those leaves piled up. Lots of sand and black sand through. Ooh, we've got a little gunnel. Have we got a bridge? We might have a bridge. I didn't know about this bit. Look how twisty that tree is. Tatty, how are you, Tatty? Oh, Deed, you're joking. Nightmare. Right, let's keep going. We've got another little fall here, but it's gunneled up with trees. One being upside down in it. That one's not at a very good angle. And we've got a dead one there. What else have we got around? Nothing too bad. Always listen for the cracks. You're not just using your eyes, you're using your ears. You hear cracks, look up and get away. Hopefully in the opposite direction. And look at that, how much that's been pulled out. The water must have been going some for it to pull all the trees into this bit. Because they're big branches and trees. Ooh. She had to fell down a hole. Now that is a tree covered in leaves. I've found a bridge. Ooh, I didn't know this was here. Get in. Secret, you're right. Secret, I've always wanted to come along this stream and I've never done it. And it is really pretty. Finding a lot of sandbacks and shiny things. Right, away from that oak because it's leaning and the bank's washed away under it. Oh dear God, I'm not so happy about this bridge now, you know. Jeez. Damn it. Looks a bit iffy. Right. This could go wrong. Spectacularly. Now that is a country bridge for you. That's a farmer's bridge. Damn it. That's farmers for you. And he's also a very short farmer. Why is he stringed that? Like that is stringed to there, stringed around that tree to there. Oh, it could be the mud run. So it could be the mud run, right. I feel like I want to crawl over it, you know. Oh my God. Give me that rope. I hope it's tight. Is it tight? Yes. Friggin' hell. This is iffy. Right, if Beth's in chat, don't look. Ugh. Oh my God. Right. Oh, Jesus. I should look at the size of the bridge first, shouldn't I? Oh my God. Yeah. About a foot and a half. And I'm just looking at that post and it's not very happy. So, oh freaking hell, that one's rotten. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Lost Fair, how you doing? I'm trying not to snap a leg. Dear God, that was iffy. David's hiking and fishing, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. It's a beautiful place, absolutely beautiful. Stormy, how you doing? Demi. Headshot, piss off. I am not running across that. No, 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 no. Ooh, look at that. See how it's scarred to the other. Valentin, how you doing? I'm going to have to head up bank in a minute. I can't get to much further. It starts to really steepen out. Some logs caught in there and it's damming it. Jamie, no, neither do I. I'm certainly not going back over it. That was a bit dicey. Right, uphill we go. And then I'm going to sort myself out to get down to a path. Because I'm a bit off piste. Jesus, this is steep. Ooh, that was close. Right, hold on, Shazza, hold on. Look at that. I have some really bad ideas. Right, more gentle from here on up. And on this side is where I found the offerings. My legs. My legs are dead. Adrian, how you doing? Those sides are actually steeper than... Oh, actually, it does look steep up here, look. Whew. Yeah, it's really steep. I could do with some walking poles, to be honest. Right. I need to go that way. I'm bad for going off and following tracks. Is that a tree that's gone down? Right, let's get back. If you didn't catch Angela's premiere yesterday, check it out. Baked macaroni cheese. That looks absolutely divine. Jamie, I would love it. Absolutely love it. Here you go, they've been back. Told you. So we just had the winter equinox and look. What date was it? 21st of October. You see how this tree's got a honeysuckle vine on it? Same one last spring. And they brought, what did they bring? Freesias. And they had freesias tied to this tree. And that was around the spring equinox. So I take it. An offering. Further along, I wonder if at the same time I was finding sticks, all the same length, stacked around tree bases. Ew, heck, this looks iffy. Have you ever seen out like that, Secret? Damn it. Oh, squirrels. Come back, squirrel. There it is. Where's the other one gone? Oh, I disturbed it in its stash. It's eating an acorn. Down at the bottom of the tree to the left, there were two in it. So as we go down, I think we're going to find that it's full of acorns and beech nuts. Not shy like, is it? It's crowing back. So down there. I can see its tail. There, you see its tail? It's not shy like, is it? It's eyeballing me. Oh, look at him, Jamie. It's eating nuts. Right, I don't want to disturb it too much, but the odds are that I'm going to fall down this bank because it's steep. Sorry, little squirrel. Right, we'll have a look. You see, the ground's full of acorns. That's what it's sat eating. I think it's got a stash in there. There was, ooh, shooting now. I nearly went. Jesus Christ. It's got a pile of beech nuts in there. It must have gone up. I'll get out of its way so it can finish its dinner. I don't know where the other one's gone. There's two there in that base. Here, I nearly went. It's not a path, it's where the rainwater runs down. So it's very, very, very loose. Very loose. By gum. So yeah, we'll have offerings at the changing of the equinox. If I've lost you, anyone? Yeah, I kind of do. How you doing, Bat? Right, back onto the path and Normal Sea. I wish I hadn't put this coat on because I'm red hot. I was going to say that looks like my dog, but it's not mine, obviously. It's got a red collar. Those offers are interesting. Hiya. I'll just let it go. Yeah, like around the base of like a tree like that, you'll get branches about that long, about 8 inch long, all stacked all the way around. Yeah, I do. That's it. No, I didn't see any stones, but it's covered. Rob, how you doing? Two adverts. How do I change that? I'll have to have a go at slowing it down. As I came in, I was watching the trees, and they are all over. Hear that? Long-tailed tits. Every time I go to the woods, I hear them. I love them. Is it secret? They seem to be, um, when they're sticking the sticks, stacking them all around the bottom of the tree, they're also picking vine-like plants to put them round. Is that a thing as well? I just let that lady get on with the dog. And someone's put more apples out. Someone's stacking apples all around the wood. I presume it's for the birds. Is it? Or is that another offering? Because they're going out of the way to place them. Secret of the apples, anything to do it, because there's them there. And at the beginning, when I went up the rough side of that beck back there, they've got them stacked under a tree up there too. I presumed it was just for the birds, but seeing they've been in with the flowers, maybe it isn't. Yeah, could be. The birds and the deer. This end of the wood is packed with birds, small birds. I mean, they're all around. Cool. I'll keep an eye out for stacked branches around the base. Second little beach that I like going to, but I'm scared I'll lose. We'll go this way. Quite a lot of water. I think it'll be too iffy for me to get down. Great tits and I don't think the water's going to be up to the kettles today. It's not going to be roaring, which surprises me because we've had a lot of rain, but it tends to flash flood. I hate this hill. It doesn't look like much, but it's one of them slow drag ones. That's where we were, just down there. That was chaffinches. It's a family of chaffinches. They're all waiting for me to go. We'll have a look at that huge tree standing over the Roman quarry, because this wind might have just brought it down. Mad Hatter, how you doing? The wind might get a bit iffy up here. It kicked me off there. Twice it's kicked me off. Right. This top might be a bit iffy. Not as crazy as it's in Florida though. My mate East Coast Ghost is in Florida and he's had to go out to work in it. To work in the cold. He was live just before. Remy, how you doing? How you doing, Remy? Yeah, it doesn't look good. It's a category 1, but apparently it's got a lot of rain, and I was watching as a fair amount of storm surge. Jamie, how you doing? And it's not even been a month since Ian was in, was it? I watched that live. And that was terrifying, the levels that the water went up to. Sorry. Fort Myers got a pounding. They've not been oh, have they? Here's a secret. See that one? That has had sticks piled around it. See, it's got the ivy up it. Great Ace, how are you? Yeah, Nora was live earlier, wasn't she? Nora's in the storm as well. Dale is like a ray of sunshine wherever she goes. She's lush. A lot of these leaves will be off today, right? I really should move because that tree's got dead branches on it. I'm dreading the trees on top of the developing cave when they come down because they're going to cause major disruption in here. Nice one, Mad Hatter, thank you. Right, let's go down the kettles. Into the weird bit. This bit's very weird. I say it every time, but it is. It's so different to the rest of the wood. Back in the day, thousands of years ago, this was huge. I mean, you've got that side, and the other side is right back, further back than this little hill here. Theta, thank you for coming in. Spending time out of your busy schedule. No way, Fluff. You're going to have to be very careful. Someone's making a hobbit house. It seems a bit of a fashion around here, hobbit houses. Leo, how you doing? And the amount of rock that was worn away from the river and iceberg that came through is enormous. This is all just solid rock. Well, it's not too far off the kettles. Right, let's go down. But, hands out your pockets, Shazit. Just in case. I nearly went backwards then. I'm not having a good day. Not a good day at all. Wow. For those I haven't shown before, those holes look like called kettles. You'll have whirlpools in this water as it comes through. And on weak spots of the stone, it rubs those circle holes out. and they're full of rock that the water's pulled up. Leo, you see that bit? That there is only about a foot wide, and I'd love to know how deep it is, because look at the amount of water that comes through it. It's got to be really deep. It's like a picture postcard in here. I love it. I'll show you the kettles more closely. Oh, we've had some bigger rocks washed in. Now that one, it's got two really big rocks in. They weren't there the other day. And the other ones are either filled with sand, rock. That one, I would love to have a look in. That gets a lot of deposits in it. There's a new kettle being formed just there. But that whole bank is basically a waterfall. I am not going in it. Fluff, yes, it would be Baltic. I am not going in there. No way, Masty, how are you doing? Legend, I am so sorry I fell asleep on the sofa last night. See, the waterfall's creating that. We have got water coming down this side. See it dripping down. When this is in flood, it is scary. We're here about a month ago watching the water levels go up. I know, Jamie. I mean, that, it's like literally a foot wide, if that, just through the bottom of there. It's coming over the top at the minute. It's got to be so deep for that amount of water to come through it. So deep. It's stained brown because the water that supplies it comes from the moors. So it washes through the peat, it filters it. And for all it is incredibly clean, it looks dirty, but that's why. Stormy, Northern England. I'm close to the border with Scotland. We're in a woodland that the Romans were here in 2009 AD quarrying stone to build Hadrian's Wall, which is a World Heritage Site. Think poor man's Great Wall of China. The Romans built a wall here across England to keep out the Northerners and to protect what they'd taken from the English. Didn't it just, Ayla? It's a county called Cumbria. You can see how high the water's been getting where the stone's washed clean. Look at it pushing against that wall. Right, let's go over the top. Which way am I going to go? Yeah, pretty much. A bit like Teenage Werewolf kind of territory up here. I have no idea where I'm putting my feet because of leaves. Oh. I was hoping this side you could actually see, but the water's just too high. Just how narrow that piece is there. When the water's low in summer, I should really go and stick a stick in it. But even then, it's going to still be a strong flow. Hopefully Signal will be kind to me on my other favourite bits. I say favourite, I've got loads of favourite bits in here. But where it takes right against the water, it's just underneath your feet. Cave's still here. A forming cave anyway. But those trees on top are going to drop it. The roots are pushing the fault lines in the stone. Look at that big slab that's going to come off. They should maybe take that down before it drops. It's huge. It's about 10 feet long. We've already had a piece fall just there, look. Well, that's nothing compared to the main piece. But that's why I look at those roots. They're like a work of art, man. I do like the roots. The way they cling onto the rock. Angela, I've got some. I've got two. One's an hour long and the other is an hour 14. If you start a playlist and add them onto there, you've got like 2 hours worth there, but I can loop them longer. This is where the landslip's going to start. If we keep getting rain the way we are, and the winds, it'll be this year. We've already got one tree come down. We've got a few actually. So we've got Bartholomew Fall. You've got the rock here. If you follow it along, there's a fault in the ground all the way along for a couple of 100 metres, and it's all going to drop. So we've got that tree down. We've got another one just come out down here. That one. That's just dropped. It was rotten, mind. Akash, how you doing? We've got another one here ready to go. All the way along. Oh, there's another one there, look. That one's got trapped between those two trees, so that's going to go. But it's right on that fault line, look, all the way. I've been watching it. About that. The fault line comes to about here. So all the way back around that corner is one big fault line. How you doing, Akash? There's a lot of trees going to go on it, unfortunately. Some of the crowns might reach down here, but soil-wise, it's just going to fill in this part. So it's kind of lucky. The fault's here and not further on. Now, there was a big tree stuck in there. The water's finally washed it through. How you doing, Finders? Sorry, just listening. Right, here's a little dicey bridge. Bits of stick. And you never know, we might get a look at the cave on the other side. So the foliage is breaking down nicely. Yeah, very bad. Find us, yeah, it did. I've been in touch with the local museum and they haven't got any conservators there now. So they've given me the links that Secret Blackbird are giving me for it. So I need to contact them about the shoe. Also told me to put the brass button into some silica. So I've been in daughter's shoe boxes and got some. There's a cave over on that bank that I've been trying to find for a while. But we might just get to see it. If I don't fall in off this little log bridge. Yeah, bronze. There's brass in it. Is it bronze? Military volunteers button. And from the pole, it looks like I'm going back there tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. I had to fight the urge to go back the next morning. I got a bit excited. All this is peeled away. There's a little boy called Keith. They never gave his mother his location, and they played with it, and she went to a grave not knowing where he was. Now, what a nice people must have pulled this off that side, surely. The solicitor for Brady has suitcases full of information and Brady's writings and things, and he won't hand it over. Will not hand it over. I would happily go and take it off him. He's got that, obviously he was his solicitor and he's got that privy to protect. It's suddenly gone very dark indeedy. All those big boulders. Zoom out of it. It's down in there. Oh my God. Right. I'm safe. See that one? It's come down and it's hanging through there. That's new. We'll be back. So I'm just listening and watching. Right. Opposite here on this bank side, we've got the cave somewhere. Yeah, I understand that, Peter. Your work's beautiful, I love them. Sorry, just watching and listening. And look at the size of those stones that have been brought down. Some of them are enormous. Huge. Right, I'm being careful. Nora, how you doing? How are those winds going in the rain? Stock Explorer's over in Florida. She was live earlier on. Yes, somewhere on this bank is the cave. And there's a bit there looks interesting, and there's a bit in here. This is actually really low. You want your car stalled? Oh, no way, Nora. Nightmare. Still too many to be hanging right down. It's created a bank. It's cut the water out, stone out, a lot in the bottom of there. And it's created this stone bank. I'd like to have a look around in that. Down in there. Dale, I love it. I absolutely love it. That stack of stone by the power of the water. But you've had someone here creating a wall. They're trying to protect the water from this bank. But I don't think those trees are going to last. They're going to go. Right, let's go on. Got a big branch there that snapped and got caught on there. That tree's at a very dodgy angle. That's a sweet chestnut. Oh, it's nuts, Jamie. What is that? Oh, they've been stacking logs to protect this side as well. I hate this bit with a passion, and I mean I really hate it. Is that the cave? Let's have a look. No, it's just a stone face. It's along this part somewhere. The pointy finger. Right, let's have a look at this. What's that about? Had something washed down there. This bank's going to go as well. Right. Now that mole has picked a really bad place to start living because it's right next to that drop. These have been washed up recently. These weren't here. Although they probably dropped from the top. Right. This is where the path's going. It's now right off. What are you doing? That's starting to drop. But I love this bit. It was kind to me and let you bring you last time. So hopefully it will today. How you doing, Outlaw? I just love this bit because you're so close to the water and just the sounds. When it's in flood, it's over the top of this path and it gets closed off. The little waterfalls. Everything well? Gavin, how you doing? I want to get over to that beach as well, but it's going to be hard. Yeah, not bad. Another big branch down. I love that sound. Johnny, how you doing? Ralph, you alright? Makes me feel a bit funny actually walking against the water. I've got more waterfall here. It's almost tropical looking. Love it. We've got a freshwater spring a bit further on. Up the higgledy-piggledy steps that are actually just the natural stone and roots. Aye, it is. There's a few bits back there. More chance of getting to it. Let's go to the spring. It tips over the edge of Stone Table. They're created like steps into it. The winds are nice and quiet up here. How you doing, Austin? There's an old hotel in Carlisle and that's being changed into a... That is the question. Jamie, enough with your runs. I'll give you a one. Now this is the little beach that I want to take you down. I'm desperate to take you down there. But I think Sydenham will just be 1-2 step too far. It's quite similar to the last bit, but I've worked out and I can get all the way around the river, right round the back and down the corner. And it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous down there. It's very similar to a couple of places that you've got, SB. It reminds me, where you go, it reminds me a lot of in here. See, there's the beginning steps down, which don't look too bad. But the ledge down to the bay that I want to take you to, it's a pile of rocks, and they're a bit wonky. Ooh, I didn't know that. There used to be, and I wanted to get to it. See how the river comes around here? This bit was a big old pond on the side of it, but the rocks have been moved and they've changed that flow. Now I'd love to go and get a look in there. So yeah, it's down there that they stack the branches around the trees. I'll see if I can zoom in on one. You never know. If I remember correctly, it was this one. Can't see anything there. A little bit further. These ones. None. The winds have suddenly calmed. I like that. When I've got legs like a goat, this track isn't exactly piggyback friendly. It's a fair hike. This tree, the sunlight's going to go against me. It's covered in moss and it's got ferns growing all over it. See those ferns on it? And it's a living tree. It's not like it's rotten. And you can see better there, look, see the ferns living on it. It's covered in them, from top to bottom. A living fern factory. I can get up. I'll have to go around this tree. All the way down here. Lots of trees down, old rotten ones. Jamie. For a second, too much work on this part. But the next face is enormous. Froggy throat. See that big fault through the stone? They've barely used this part. Saxon, how you doing? We're having a look at some archaeology, as well as me going across dodgy bridges that were in fact just a few logs. That would have hurt today. That's come down. Here's the beginning. They must have been here years because these faces are enormous. They've taken so much stone. Tadpoles. I know, I've been watching this, but no, it's a bit dicey on the edges of the quarry face. All this stone was mined by hand around 2009 AD. My favourite part's this next bit. The colouring of the lake and on the stone with the tool marks is just beautiful. There have been lots and lots of slaves, carts and horses. Would they have used oxes back then as well? Roman soldiers. And they've dated it through some graffiti on the stone. See all those marks? Hand cut around 2009 AD. Yeah, there's a few trees. We've had one fall, a big pine, further along here, and there's more going to go at the beginning part. Ooh. Watch where you're putting your feet because you nearly went over. Ooh, that's new. When's that come off? Because that wasn't there. That's huge. Cheers, SB. Right, I'll get around this bank. These whole faces were carved out and used to repair and build along Hadrian's Wall. Oh, cool, awesome. But this face is my favourite bit. Just look at those tool marks in the stone. I mean, it's sandstone, so by rights, it shouldn't be there. The weather should have pretty much worn it out. All that cut by hand and removed through this. I mean, the ground's not great, is it? And all the way along that way. And all the way back. Just enormous undertaking. Right, we'll go and check those two big trees there. I know I'm going to go. That wind suddenly dropped dead is weird. Tango, there is a rock that they took called the Written Rock of Gelt. It's the flew along the valley. You've got more quarry work on this part. See those marks in the stone? Yeah, hopefully I'm back properly. Get annoyed and it gets mad at me. So yeah, the birds got spooked there. Whatever what that was that fell. Maybe a tree gone. Silver, how you doing? Last look at the river for now. I'm going to go over the top. And the tree's still up there. That's one of them still up. Although its roots are dangling badly compared to how they were. Is it still windy where you are, Silver? Or has it calmed down? Art Simulation, how are you? So this one, that's getting ready to fall. Two big old beach. There's a fault line all the way along. But this is the major ones of concern. Those roots are hanging a lot low. Hang on, I'll get past that tree. Yeah, it is very warm. That's what I said to you this morning. It's really warm here. Put the one coat on. There you go. So, those roots are dangling a lot more than they were. And they are big, mature trees. That one, it's been held up by those, but it might just be the one that pulls the lot. Now that, if that went now, that would hit me, so we'll move. Let's have a look, we'll be able to see debris in it. Oh, we've got some stone down. Alright, I need to move. I really need to move. Right, there you go, we've got some stone down. I need to get out of here. Something dropping off this bank. Where's that water? It's the water. That made me flap. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we're going to be walking in a stream for now. In fact, we're not, because I'm going over the top on the stone and the roots. Oop, on top. Quite a lot of water flowing in here. A lot of sand getting pulled down. Stay on the top. Walk around the wall, it's a fair walk. What, you mean Hadrian's Wall? Oh, that stone face, I'm not going on the top, it's too dodgy. It's not going to take much more for that to come down. Cheers, SB. I'm on the homeward bound route. Up this bank. My legs are finding it hard going today. You'll have to fill us in about the history of the offerings that I've been finding left. I thought it would just maybe be spring, but it's both. Let's have a look what we've got in the bottom. Lots of little bits of quartz and things. Shiny bits and bobs. Cute little stream. And a parish marker from here on in. It's just about worn off, is Hayton. It's on the top. And Branton the way that we're going. It is the Unity Farm bog or marsh. It's coming out at the back of thereof. If you look on on a map for Unity Farm, this is the marsh all around it. And the farm's just through where those trees are in the background. Yeah, it didn't flow all summer. I didn't see any actually in spring either. It was dry in spring. It's just taken this rain the last few weeks to get it going. Yeah, it is now. The wind's calming down a lot. But it wasn't. See, sticks like that, about that long and stacked all around the tree bases is what I was finding in spring. Very weird. I'll have to watch these trees as I come along here because there's some iffy ones along here. The marsh is actually filling up. When the deer had the fawn in here, it was all dry. If we get a wet winter again, she might not come back here next year. I enjoyed watching her. And it was just a lucky timing catching her taking the fawn away. See that? Don't particularly want to be underneath that when it drops either. And look what's coming in. I believe so, Secret. I believe so. It seems to have an embankment on this side, and it's more straight than you'd expect. And it will run, it'd have to, yeah, I suppose it could meet up where the dandelion ended, the other train line that we've walked. A lot of the town wouldn't have been here at the time, so it could have reached that. Eyes. I find eyes everywhere. There's 2 eyes, and there's a third. And it could explain what the ground underneath it best be. See, look, she has more eyes. I see eyes everywhere. Another one. Another one. And a very low one. Eyes everywhere. Have you seen, you've got those terraces just there as well. Got a waste pile there, I think. Jamie. See them? Awesome, lovely to see you. Thanks for coming in. And there you've got the bog. There's actually heather growing in there. It's quite low ground for heather. I love this bark. It's beautiful. Old sycamore. So we've had a pleasant surprise along a little beck, along a little stream. We've had me nearly fall in the water, thinking these were a rock to get across. We've had a severely dodgy farmer's bridge that had way too many gaps in it. We've had offerings, equinox offerings. We've been to the quarries. We've had a look on the river. I heard something big drop in the water and all the birds flew up and flew out, which creeped me out. And lots of eyes. And secret, this track's very compacted as well. That bridge, there's a mud race every year, and I'm wondering if that was part of the course. They do a gladiator. A chippy is a shop that sells chips or fries, fish and chips, burger and chips, sausage and chips. This is our fried food. It's gone lovely and still. As quick as that. Oh, cool, Carl. I'm on my way to take daughter to the doctors. So I secret finished early and I was on early. I've got to take her to the doctors. Older daughter, not younger one. Ralph, have you noticed loads of helicopters over the last 2 or 3 days? Is it coming this way? Well, there can't be all air ambulance, there can't be. There's one, sounds to be hovering just over there. I live close to an air ambulance pad. Oh, it's coming up. It was down on the ground. That's not good. Now, if it comes this way, they've got a better chance. All the birds are lifting, it's coming this way, I think, because they're going to the local hospital. Uh-oh. It's going towards Newcastle, that's not good. Newcastle's a more specialised accident hospital, accident trauma wards. Minor injuries, you go to Carlisle. Serious injuries, you go to Newcastle. And it's heading east towards Newcastle. Bad sign. Purple, you alright? It's not up. I thought it was up. It's hovering. It's only on the ground still. Can't be two. Sounds like it's a talking town. That kind of area. So it's not that far off you, Ralph, is it really? Over the hilltops. Christmas trees. Couple of them. I can still hear it. It must be on the ground. But it did sound like it lifted. To brave out in this weather. Now it's up. Where's it going? Can you all hear it? Sounds very close, very low. There's people still over there watching as well. Maybe it is, look. Right, straight up from them trees. There we go. There it is. It's just hovering. I wonder what that's all about. Beth, how you doing? Beth, love you too. There's nothing really here as to why they're hovering. Can't make out the colours on it to see what it is either. I'm zooming on flies, not a helicopter. It's Evie in. Evie, how you doing? How's things with you, Evie? I wonder if it's maybe waiting to see if it needs to land. Let's get past this guy that's walking and I'll turn you back to the path. Hiya. Miss Canadian Prepper is awesome. If you're not subbed to her, if you check her out. Secret, can you put your second channel up? Secret's got a second walking channel too. And catch him on evening walks as well. Accidents out here in the fields tends to be people attacked by cows, falls in the hills, but there's literally nothing else out here. So you get very few ambulance calls unless you're next to a road. You get a lot of bikers come through in the summer. We have some really tasty back roads that the bikers love. And we do get a lot of air ambulances and road ambulances out for them. Ooh, this bit's boggy. How you doing, Gavin? I'm trying not to fall over at the minute. I'm zigzagging across a very muddy path. Do I? Do I do a Mrs. Bucket? Oh, and the winds are back. Well and truly back. Want to stick your links up, stick them in. Check everybody out. Still back there, I can still hear it. The air ambulance, I don't know about if the US or anywhere else in the world is all run by charity. Ours is the Northwest Air Ambulance. They saved a life of an elderly lady that lives nearby me. She was walking across the main road that I walk across and she got hit and she lost a leg in that accident. And do you know what? 6 months later she's up on a prosthetic leg and she's in her 80s. But the air ambulance getting there saved her. They got her all into special care. And the risks those doctors and pilots take. The doctors are all donating their time to man them. So are the pilots. They only get called out when it's someone in dire need, specialist care. Right, this part is just filled. See, I've got a big thick coat on. It's warm. The path along here is just full of pottery and bits of plaster and coal. Loads of it. There's a gap in the trees, so I'll have a look over that way. You've got blue skies coming in. And there's the hills, all dark and covered up. You'll have some sun coming, Ralph. It looks like it'll be blowing your way. That helicopter's annoying me, I can still hear it. Ooh. Something's had a pheasant. Poor pheasant. Yeah, Secret. Evie's got a fantastic channel, Miss Canadian Scrap It. Brilliant. Elizabeth, how you doing? Oh, they bang on. I was a bit worried about those ducks. They didn't look like they were going to do too good. How many did you lose? It's still fair blowing up a height. I wonder if the goats like the wind. My son's cat, she goes mental when it's windy. She runs around the house doing laps, absolutely hyper. The puppy likes the wind. She's just wanting to go out all the time, not for a pee. No, she wants to chase leaves. Leaves blowing all over the gaff, as Ron would say. What an absolute arsehole. It's car passed. Yeah, she's enjoying chasing Luz around. She's developed Sam's love for plant pots. She's been legging it around with a plant pot. They're new. They look a bit iffy. Can't see any cracks though. The slipper that she's eaten had a big thick sole. She's just about demolished all of that. She's had one of Little N's poppet toys. So she's not happy. Those colours in there next to the sky, just lush. What else has she ate? She nicked some candle dye. So I'm waiting for my daughter to panic that the dogs had a bright red poo, because she nicked some red flake dye. She was in my candle stash, the little madam. Well, if you can catch him, you can prove it on the CCTV. Does he know that you've got CCTV? Because if he found out, then he just might leave you alone. And leave the birds alone. At least it's not gone the way of poisoning them. I've known farmers do that before. He does headshot a so-called farmer. And you can see the bite marks. The birds laid on the deck in these track marks off the quad bike. The coppers won't do now. Oh, the goats are down here. They stink. They must be oldie billies. They don't know how to stink, these goats. Smell a bit how shop bought goat's milk smells and tastes. Fresh goat's milk straight from the goat is very creamy and very like cow's milk. But shop bought is manky. It tastes like what is sucking on a goat's leg. Tastes and smells like goat. The goats with the identity crisis, the middle looks like they've been shaved, but there's not. See how the front legs and back end are really long haired. Signal, we're nice, but it's kind of my analogy for how goat milk tastes. If you ever that's what shop bought goat's milk tastes like. Minging. Very much like cow's milk, totally different. I was rambling away there and signal went on me. Yeah, bought goat's really strong flavour to it. It just smells like goat, what goat smells like. Whereas fresh is lush. What have we got these little birdies in here? We've got a flock of birds. I think they're chaffinches, I think. Yeah, chaffinch. They're hoovering up the beech nuts. I'd love to catch sight of the bullfinches. I do have bullfinch, but I never see them. I've seen them once. That tree there's full of finches. Full. Female sat just there. And there she is. Nicole, how you doing? I always used to get Samsung phones. But then, after I got my iPad, I thought, right, well, I'll swap over onto Apple. And I love it. My emergency phone, in case my phone dies, is... Oh, here's that lovely old lass that I see all the time. My spare phone that I use if mine dies or has to go at the shop is a Samsung. And it annoys the hell out of us. It's totally different, isn't it? Afternoon. How are you?
Okay, thanks. How are you?
Oh, good. Now that wind's settled down.
Oh, well, it's not quite settled down, has it?
Yeah, getting the odd gust. Hello. Hello.
This is Shirley.
And she's lovely, aren't you?
She's a bit of a strange one.
I've got a couple of strange ones at home. Two Labradors.
Damaged baggage it is.
Yeah.
But she was in the kennel for 9 years.
For 9 years?
9 years having puppies, never been out of the kennel.
Oh, you're joking?
No.
Bless her heart.
Never had a leader on her, never been in a house, never been anywhere.
She's doing so well for that then, isn't she?
She's done well, she's still not house trained, she never will be.
Yeah.
She's coming up, she's 11 next year.
Yeah.
But, and she never associated with dogs, so she permanently sort of wanted to be after them and,
Yeah.
you know, what a nightmare. But never mind.
No, you did a good thing. Bye. BC Treasure Trails, thanks for coming in. I don't know if you heard the story of that dog. It was a puppy farm dog for 9 years in a kennel, never came out the kennel. Litter after litter. And that lady, she's in her 80s, I think. Nice one, Ron. That's willpower for you. Yeah, but she rescued that dog. 9 years it was in a kennel, never came out the kennel. Basically a puppy farmed. She's given it a chance at a better life. Really pretty. Yeah, BC's got one. I gave him one just then. Hey Kirsty. And do you know what these huge beaches are? Crow nests. They get filled with crows every night. They're protected, so the schedule, so the house owners have to put up with 1 million crows. I'm walking a bit wonky today, I'm wobbling. A sore foot. Yeah, I do. They're horrible. I watched 2 carrion crows, the bigger ones, dive bomb and attack pigeons. They went through all my nests of blackbird chicks, beheaded them, dropped the bodies, didn't go back for them, just killed them to kill them. Not nice birds. The lights got real deep. Ooh, that's scary. Cass, thank you. I'm just about to go. I've got to take daughter to the doctor's, older one. So I'm going to go in a minute. We'll have a look over. So I'm going to go in a minute. We'll have a look over. Can't quite see out to sea. We can just see Scotland there. Scotland on the horizon. Those little hills. Yeah, Dee, that tortures me as well. I'm Spider Guy. Dump, but we'll see. Thanks everyone. Bye.